I don't know what kind of sorcery this is, but this is actually really good. Hello Barbie lovers and beyond, and welcome back to my channel. This is Marina the 90s Barbie, and in this channel we do tons of amazing stuff related to Barbie, so don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss out. And oh my wow, look at who I have with me for today's video. It is still Mermaid, and we have been blessed with a fabulous brand new Flower Magic Mermaid. The timing couldn't have been better. I can't believe we have her for Mermaid. I have been waiting for a new fabulous mermaid doll, and of course a fantastic designer and mermaid extraordinaire, Angel Kent, delivers once more. I cannot even begin. I don't know anymore how to accurately express my gratitude to this amazing designer for all the beautiful mermaids he's given us. As you will have seen in past videos, they have given me so much inspiration and happiness, and this one seems to be no exception. I mean, look at her. Now for this specific doll, I also have a little concept I want to try out. Once again, blending the eras, because to me she does have 90s vibes. Some of you may remember that a couple months ago I actually did a little haul video and I briefly mentioned this queen, and I said that she does remind me of the Blossom Beauty Barbie from the 90s, but a mermaid version, and I still stand by that. A mermaid that blossoms. This is so perfect, so 90s, so fantastic. So yeah, my goal for this video is to transform this queen into an actual Blossom Beauty Mermaid Barbie. And to do that, I have with me the amazing Blossom Beauty Barbie herself. I actually have quite a few versions of her, but this one I got while thrifting years and years ago. I don't even remember anymore how many years back it was, but she used to serve as a little ornament on my 90s Barbie Christmas tree, as you can see from her attire. So yeah, she is fabulous, and from what I can see now, like a little bit, I don't know how much of a great match they will be, but I'm hoping it will work out. I'm not one of those people that want the doll to be like 100% perfect match. You will have noticed that. If it's just good, like if it doesn't look ridiculous, I'll be fine, I'll be okay, I'll be very happy. We also have to mention the gorgeous pink version of this doll. I truly want to get her as well. However, I couldn't, because as we all know, here in Greece we're all blonde and blue-eyed, so I guess she didn't make the cut for our market, and now I'll have to rely on finding her online from abroad and bringing her here. So yeah, that's really unfortunate. However, I really do want her as well, and she is also fabulous. So, for this video, we're gonna take a look at this brand new fabulous Flower Magic Mermaid Barbie. We're gonna see what she's all about, and then we're also going to restore this thrifted queen to her former glory, and then to finish it all off, we're gonna try to merge them. Also, can we please take a moment for my new mermaid wand? Oh my wow, I am living for this, and I am living it up, this mermaid. So yeah, we have a review, and then a restoration, and then a transformation to do. I am so excited, I am so happy, I am ecstatic. This is gonna be mertastic. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so our girl is out and she is fabulous. Oh my, wow, I'm not even joking. This is probably one of the best mermaid designs I've seen in a while, and I am so excited to check her out. As per usual, let's start at the top. And yeah, there we have it. This is Millie. Now, don't get me wrong, I really love Millie, and you know this. I actually think she's a gorgeous face mold for Barbie. However, since this is a mermaid, I would have loved to have seen like more elaborate or whimsical makeup, just like the fantastical fairy we recently got by Angel Kent as well. Like, this is really pretty, but this is the standard Millie screening pretty much every Millie from a fashionista to anything else you can imagine gets. It has some definition in the eyes, like some slight eyeliner I guess, and some mascara and some pink lips, and that's it. However, because this is such a wonderful and magical and colorful mermaid, I feel like she could have had like a more magical and whimsical makeup style. Now unfortunately, she's also a tad pixelated as per usual with Millie. It's not too bad, I think it's actually getting better, like even in regular Millies, so I'm not too worried about it. If the makeup was like elaborate and we had like different eyeshadows and everything else, I wouldn't even care, to be honest. So yeah, now this is it for her face, and as for the accessories, she doesn't have anything other than this little headband right here, which is purple and I guess has some little pearls on it. It sort of reminds me of Mermaidia for Elena, like her necklace with the beads. Yeah, I'm getting those vibes, and you know, it's cute. Now about the hair. Her hair is actually really beautiful, really great quality. It seems to be saran. It is very soft to the touch. We have two tones. We have Millie's classic blonde and we have some hot pink streaks. I like those. It reminds me of older mermaid designs. Again, inspired from a movie, much like Merlia, who had her pink streaks. So I really love that. I do wish the hair was longer, obviously. As always with the mermaids, I keep on saying this and I will keep on saying this forever until we get it, but like I wish every single mermaid we get would have super long hair, or at least hair that touches like the knees, I guess. Yeah, this area. But other than that, I must admit that her hair is really beautiful, really soft, really shiny, really beautiful to look at, so that's great. Moving down to her beautiful top, I actually really love it. It's gradient purple and blue, much like her tail, as we'll see in a little bit. It seems to have some ruffling going on there. I love that it has scales. I love the little sparkles and the flowers. And then of course we have the appearing flower right here. No notes. I really love this. Now of course, moving down to her tail, this is magnificent. I love the little flowers at the top so much. I love the design, obviously. I love the color scheme. Everything about her is gorgeous. I love that it's gradient. The little designs give her such a whimsical, although not too loud look. If I had to nitpick, I would say that those little sparkles right here do kind of look a little bit more digital than I would have liked, but still really gorgeous. She has side fins, which I love. We ditched those for the last wave of Angel Kent mermaids. The 4 of them. We had them in the first like Dreamtopia wave, and now we have some more, and I really love those. Look at that, it's so cute. Again, love the design. We start off with blue and then we go into a gradient purple and then blue again, and then we have her magnificent fin. Her fin truly feels like a work of art to me. Like we have side fins right here and side fins right there, and then we have this beautiful fin that has a sort of a movement to one side. I think it's so beautiful. Again, it's gradient blue and purple. It is adorned with a big flower for the gimmick here. Oh my wow, so pretty. It's very different than the ones I've seen. It's also really pretty from the back. It seems to have some glitter, which is amazing, and also even though it clicks in place in the same way that other Barbie mermaid fins do, it's very different. It has 2 inserts for the tail to pop in instead of 1, which I feel like is because the fin is wider than usual. But yeah, that makes it really expensive looking and heavy, and I really love it. This is a gorgeous mermaid design, so I'm really appreciative of that. I love seeing new ideas. Of course, Angel Kent is a true mermaid dreamer, and he always gives us something new, and I'm really excited about this one. Now moving back up with her, I feel like we have to talk about something, because look at her arms. If you've been watching this channel for a while, You know that I cannot stand those straight, unposed arms that Barbie usually has. And just to be clear and have like also an Odile popping in, I mean those arms right here, the straight ones. Hi, Odile. You know, I don't really like those, and I always customize them with heat with a hairdryer. I've done it so many times now for so many dolls, and this one is ready. I don't have to do anything. Look at this pose. It is the princess pose that I love. It gives her movement, it gives her elegance, it gives her grace, and it looks fabulous. I am so happy with this decision for her. Like, this is exactly what I have been asking for. Once more, thank you, Angel. Like, amazing. Look at this. I don't have to do anything. She's ready. And of course, before we move on, we have to also check out the gimmick. So let's see. If you turn her to the back, you will see that our Blossoming Mermaid has this little flower-shaped handle, I guess. And this is what brings the flower in and then out again. So let's check it out. Okay, so this is her in her blossoming phase. So what I'm gonna do is actually like hide the flowers in so we can get them out again. Oh my, wow. Look at this. You know that I'm not usually one for gimmicks, but look at this. You cannot even see like the tiniest little flower. There is nothing. You cannot see where they are. I don't know what kind of sorcery this is, but this is actually really good. They go in so smoothly, like you can't see anything. And then of course we'll have to make them appear again. So here we go. This is perfection. The transition is so smooth. And overall, I really love this, and I really love her. What a beautiful mermaid. What a lovely design. What a lovely gimmick. Like I said, I'm usually not one for gimmicks, especially when it comes to Mermaid Barbie. But first of all, this one reminds me of my darling Blossom Beauty Barbie, which is one of my favorite childhood Barbies ever, as I've mentioned many times. And also, I feel like it's something really different and unique, because usually for the mermaids, we have two gimmicks. Two gimmicks and that's it. We have the light up tail and then we have the color change and that's it. So this is something really different. Kudos of course to Angel for designing something so different and so beautiful, and kudos to the maker, like the technician that figure out how to do this, because this is really smooth, this is fantastic, this is really smart, and I love it. So yeah, kudos to everyone who worked to, you know, get her to look like this, and yeah, thank you. Now, to be fair, because of this gimmick, the result is that she obviously cannot sit, like her waist is not bending at all, which is kind of unfortunate, I guess, but we've had non-sitting mermaids in the past, like even in the 90s and early 2000s, so personally, as a Mermaid Barbie collector, I don't mind it. If the doll looks beautiful, if the design is as fantastic as this one, I really don't care. It's not that it wouldn't be great if she could sit, but it's just not such a big deal for me. Overall, I really love her. I feel like she's a gorgeous mermaid doll, and she definitely deserves the 90s transformation that's coming to her. Now, don't get me wrong here. I know I said Millie would be better here with different makeup, more mermaid-like, and I stand by this, but as a whole, this doll is so beautiful exactly as she is. We're gonna be doing a makeover because she reminds me of Blossom Beauty way too much, but I love her just as she is. Like, I literally have gotten more of her and I think she's gorgeous. Overall, I'm really happy with her. My notes would be, of course, a little more elaborate makeup and longer hair, and that's it. The gimmick is beautiful, she's gorgeous, we love this new mermaid. And so without any further ado, I think it's now time to move on with her makeover, starting with her Blossom Beauty Sisters restoration. Let's go.
To the salon!
Okay, so our Blossom Beauty has been beheaded, and before we do anything else, can we just take a moment to appreciate how gorgeous this screening is? Like the green and pink eyeshadow, her beautiful blush, pink lips, so cute. So to start her restoration, as I've been doing lately with all my vintage 90s girls like this one, we're gonna do a preliminary white vinegar treatment. This is just simple white vinegar with an acidity level of 6%, and so we're just gonna dip her head in it for 1 hour. And since we're only doing her head, I have a little Barbie mug. How appropriate, right? So like I said, this is very easy, and I'm mostly doing it because she has been pre-lapped in the past and she has been stored with other pre-lapped dolls, so I like to avoid mold or anything else she might have contacted, especially before putting her onto a new body, so this is why we're doing this. Okay, so I have filled the cup and it's time to dip her in. I want all her hair to go in as well, so I'm doing this. And dip, dip, dip we go. And I just made a little bit of a mess. That's great. Okay, it's fine now. I just put in a little more than I needed, but it's no biggie. So again, now we're gonna leave her in there for 1 hour. Okay, so now it's been a full hour and it's time to remove her from the white vinegar and give her a good wash. Alright, so I've rinsed her hair with warm water off screen and now it's time to condition it. So I've added the conditioner to her hair and now we're gonna wait around 30 minutes and then we're gonna detangle it. So it's been a little more than 30 minutes, as you can probably tell by the change in lighting, and it's now time to detangle her. As always, I'm gonna start from the bottom and work my way up to the top. This is already so satisfying. Alright, so as you can see, her hair is perfect now. So soft and so smooth and so detangled. Yay! I love it. Look at it. It's so beautiful and the comb runs through. I am very happy. And now it's time to rinse her once more from the conditioner. And of course, I am also going to give her a first ball wash. I'm gonna do that off screen and then we'll come back for the styling. My favorite part. Let's go. Alright, it's time for my favorite part, the hairstyling. As you can see, her hair is pretty smooth and perfect, which is great. Exactly like I wanted. And the first course of action will be to trim her edges a little bit. And here just a tiny tad, because sometimes when you restore a doll and boil wash her, her ends can end up uneven. So here we go. She looks perfect. Now for the next step, we're gonna try to recreate her original hairstyle. It is sort of like a side front pony. So we're gonna do that, of course, secure with thread as we usually do, and also cover up the pony with a strand of hair. Let's go. OMG. Okay, I love how that turned out. Look at how pretty it is and how it looks. So dainty, so beautiful, so Blossom Beauty. It's actually her original hairstyle, so I just stayed true to that. And to be honest, the hair was kind of already parted like that, so it was quite easy, thankfully. Now for the next step, we're gonna of course curl her bangs with my favorite straw method. And I also gave them a little trim first. Now I want her bangs to be going on the side, so this is very much how we're gonna place them onto the straw. Great, I think that's gonna turn out amazing. And now for the rest of the hair. Because when we boil wash Kanekalon hair, as I've said in previous videos, and yes, that is Kanekalon hair, very pretty, very beautiful, very soft. Most of the time it turns out pin straight. Like you can see here, there's no curl or anything. I want to do something with her hair to give it more oomph and more volume and a bit of a curl, like have a wave to it. Much like the original Blossom Beauty and, you know, most 90s Barbies that had like big voluminous hair. Now to do this, however, I cannot use my usual straws because they're pretty thin for what I need. But recently I did discover those huge vintage curlers on the attic, and I think they're gonna be exactly what we need for this specific project and hairstyle. I'm not gonna do much. I'm just gonna take 2 or 3 big chunks of her hair and just wrap them around this curler, and hopefully it will work, right? If it turns out I'm just gonna undo it, boil wash her hair again, and have it be straight, and you know, it's fine. Or maybe I'll just give them a little squeeze at the bottom as I usually do. But I really do want to try out these, and I think it's gonna be great. Who's with me? Let's go. By the way, now that I have her like this on the stand, I feel like I'm an actual hairdresser, which I'm very much not. But yeah, it's fun. Oh my, wow, look at this. Her head looks huge with those pink curlers. I'm sure it's gonna be so fun. I have a good feeling about this. But you didn't think it was done, right? No. There is something more I want to do, a final touch. I found this little flower that actually belongs to Blossom Beauty Barbie, and I'm thinking of placing that on her head. I think it's gonna look great, like a touch from her original past before she became a mermaid. I contemplated actually like making another flower or just using another flower altogether. However, because I'm blessed to have a few of these dolls, I noticed that one of their dresses was a little torn up, so I decided that, you know, losing a little flower wouldn't be so bad, and I took one, so she'll have an original Blossom Beauty touch. So let's go ahead and attach it. Keep in mind that I will be attaching it at the opposite side of her side pony. Once more, I am loving. This looks so adorable on her. I cannot even. We just ruined the bangs a little bit, but we're gonna fix that. There we go. Perfection. Alright, she looks so adorable. I cannot even. Look at her with those humongous rollers and the flower. I just can't. So now what we're gonna do to finish things off is gonna be both a bowl wash and a bowl throw from above, because I want to get her bangs perfect and the ponytail and everything in its place. So let's go. Okay everyone, I believe she's ready. And now as usual, it's time to leave her, chill out, dry off, and we're gonna see her in a very little while for her final Blossom Beauty Mermaid transformation. Okay everyone, here she is, my Blossom Beauty Mermaid. Once more, I have to say a huge thank you to Angel Kent, without whom this magical 90s makeover just wouldn't be possible. Again, what a beautiful doll this is. Even without any changes, this mermaid is simply fantastic. She's conveying the magic and the vibes of another era, and I'm actually feeling a little emotional because, like I said, Blossom Beauty is one of my favorite dolls of all time, and having her in mermaid form just means the world. So yeah, amazing. Now, if I had two notes for the doll as she comes, I must say that longer hair and a different, more mermaidy screening for Millie wouldn't go amiss. And since we used a vintage superstar face for this transformation, I must also admit that one of my biggest dreams would be seeing superstar Barbie making a comeback to the main line from time to time. I mean, look at this. It just feels right. And also older molds like Asha or Teresa make frequent appearances, so why not this vintage beauty? Can we get her as a treat every now and then and also have her be massively available and not like an exclusive or a store exclusive or something like this?
Pretty please?
Thank you very much. I am advocating for Superstar to come back for a mermaid or another mainline doll. We love to see it. We also love Millie, don't get it wrong, but from time to time it would be nice to see this gorgeous beauty come back. Now about our transformation at hand, or Finn. Oh my wow, I'm so happy with how she turned out. Is the head a 100% perfect match to the mermaid body? Probably not, but it's good enough. For me, it looks amazing, and having a Blossom Beauty Mermaid Barbie, like I said, means more than any other detail. She looks so cute. I'm particularly happy with how her hair turned out. Those vintage rollers worked wonderfully. They gave her that signature 90s volume we love to see, and I wanted it so much. I always wondered how to make like voluminous hair after a boil wash. This is it. It also gave her like a little wave, exactly how I pictured it. This is amazing, totally recommend. About her little flower, oh my wow, it feels so heartwarming knowing that she has something from her OG sister, and having them be reunited for this video was so sweet. Now if they did look a little different in the shots together, keep in mind that this is because this girl is made in Indonesia and the other girl you saw was made in China. So it was basically two different versions of the Blossom Beauty Barbie. Now as a finishing touch, I also ended up giving her some earrings. I had these little flower beads and I thought they would be perfect for her earrings because, well, she's Blossom Beauty, and I just glued them on with my glue gun, as I'm not sure I want them to be permanently there, you know? Overall, I am so happy. 100%. I love her so much. I just cannot, I don't know if I'll be able to get over her ever. Having her is so amazing, making her was even more amazing, and sharing it all with you is the most amazing thing of all. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for following me into this vintage mermaidy journey. It was healing, I'd say. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and please do let me know down below in the comments, did you like this transformation? Do you like the actual doll as she comes? Will you be adding the Flower Magic Mermaid to your collection? And if so, would you ever try something like this? I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Now as always, and since we're in the middle of Mermaid, and also like it's spring, so this is the perfect mermaid for spring. If you want to see more content featuring this beauty and of course her original form, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram and on my Dollstagram right here. And if you did enjoy this video, also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to know every time I upload a new one. Thank you again so much for watching, and until next time, do all the things you love. Enjoy your dolls, use your creativity to make them blossom, dive right into your dreams, and of course, keep a positive attitude because it really does change everything. Peace!